All right, guys. So we just got to the Bellingham Lgbt Festival, and you know what I like about the LGBT world is that I've always said some of the nicest, coolest people I've ever met in life were LGBT people. Partly because they are, they deal with a lot of, bullcrap from society for obvious reasons, right? But they are persecuted because of their lifestyle and all that stuff. So one of my friends that I talked to who is bisexual, he told me one time, he goes, Brandon, we're so heavily persecuted and, discriminated against and all that stuff. And I said, yeah, that's kind of ironic because, so are Christians. So we're on two sides of the spectrum here. I'm on one side as a Christian, and you're on the other side as an LGBT person, and we're both two groups of people who are persecuted, but for different reasons, right? So this is what is interesting to me. But my heart really goes out to these people. It really does. I love them just as much as anybody. And the ones that I especially identify with, and when I get to know them, are the ones that have been hurt by the professing church. Okay, so a lot of these people, they were Christians at one time, or they were like church-going people at one time. So I'm going to turn it on myself now. And then the problem is they didn't get Jesus. They got religion. So when people talk about church hurt, right? People experience what is called church hurt, and I'm like, Jesus didn't hurt you. People hurt you. And a lot of these LGBT people were raised in church. When you really talk to them, a lot of them were actually raised in church environments. But they got such a horrible experience dealing with church people that they turned to the extreme opposite end and became an LGBT person. Because, see, they want nothing to do with the ugly side of the church world. And believe me, there's a very, very ugly side of the church world. And I call them religious people. They're not spiritual at all, they're religious. Okay, and a lot of these LGBT people, they were hurt by religious people. You could even call them church people, but they're not spiritual people. They're not Jesus people. See, there's a big difference. You're either a Jesus person or you're a church person. You're a Jesus person or you are a religious person. Big, big, big difference. So a lot of these LGBT people, they were hurt by religious people, church people. So they have a disgust for Christianity, a disgust for a false version of Jesus. See, they never really met the real Jesus, most of these people. They met a fake Jesus that religion put upon them, that the false church put upon them, And so that's where my heart really goes out to these guys. So today we're here, and we're going to show them love. We're going to show them Jesus. We're not here to just condemn them and say they're going to hell, because here's the problem, guys, with that. Everybody's going to hell without Jesus Christ. Myself included, you included. We're all doomed without Jesus Christ. So just because these people express their sin in a different way than you express your sin, don't think for 1 second you're better than any one of these people, because you're not. So with that being said, waiting for my crew to arrive and tell these people and show these people that they are loved by God, and there is a better way. All right, God bless. Have a good one.